Alright guys, so spawning in the bottom left as the red zerg is Leb. You recently saw him in the last game against Unknown. And spawning in the top right is Diaspora, I guess, as the purple terran. Both players are Master League, and it's going to be a ZVT on Xel'Naga Caverns. Inertia, do you have anything you want to say about either of these players?
Well, I know that Leb's TVZ, he'll tell you, is his worst matchup, so I think that Diaspora has a better chance just based on that alone.
And do you know anything about Diaspora besides the fact that he's Master League?
I have no idea, but Leb has generally very good practice partners, very quality practice partners, so I'm sure that this will be a good match.
Well, hopefully. Both are high, or, at least medium-high Master League players. And we see that Diaspora is going to be walling off his ramp here to just, wall off a little bit quicker and stop anything. And
yeah, walling at the bottom, it prevents scouting like completely. The drone doesn't get there in time.
Yep, I try it quite frequently on my Terran account, but I always suck at it for some reason. So I don't do it anymore. Like, I always mess up the wall, and it doesn't end up working. So, work on that a little bit. But we do see a gas before pull from Leb, so pretty standard here. No expansion. Doesn't want to, early expand and risk getting bunker rushed here. As you said, TVZ is his worst matchup, so he's going to be playing this pretty safe for the most part.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that, well, I faced the wall off at the bottom of the ramp a couple of times on ladder as Protoss, actually. And I just got 3 racks right after it. And it's kind of a strange build, but I guess it takes advantage of the fact that you're not letting your opponent scout at all.
Right.
I think Diaspora's a little smarter than that, though. I think he's going to go for some kind of tech. He has his gas up now.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see where this goes. This could go any way at this point. Hopefully we'll see some, form of early pressure. Those are always fun games to watch. And are we going to answer Dave's call?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll answer it. 1 second to my viewers. Alright, there we go. So, everything's looking great so far. Leb did pull guys out of gas. A little bit late there. He's sitting on 12 gas right now, but that's not that big of a deal. And we do see Metabolic Boost is being researched. And we do see that Leb might be losing this first Overlord here to this early Marine on the right side of the map. And if that does happen, that is a huge loss for Leb. If he doesn't get that Overlord over there, that is not good for him. That is really bad.
Yeah, you don't want to lose an Overlord this early.
And he does lose it. So right now Leb is he's not supply blocked, but he is supply blocked actually. He can't really do anything at this point, which is not good. We do see he's expanding, but losing that early Overlord is 100 minutes. Now these Lings are going to get a good surround and kill that Marine, and the one on top doing some damage, but we are seeing some tech from Diaspora. He is getting a command center as well, so we got the factory and a command center and a reactor on that barracks. So we'll be seeing some Hellion play here, which is always fun to expand off of and can do a lot of early pressure here, especially after losing that first Overlord.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a good build versus
Now Diaspora's just now putting, or Leb, excuse me, is putting guys in gas right now. Getting ready to tech up. His expansion's almost finished. He's getting that queen over there a little bit early, and right now, if I was Diaspora, after picking off that early Overlord, I mean that Marine placement running over there to see if that Overlord was coming, which is very, you can expect that to happen quite often. That's most Zergs hide an Overlord over there so they can eventually scout your base with it. That was a great play from him, and right now he should be pretty confident slowing down any production he has. But we do have a Spine Collar going down for Leb, which is going to stop most Hellion play. You can work around it, but it really is a nuisance for the Terran player. So hopefully we see Leb throw down a couple more Spine Collars to completely cut out any sort of harassment.
Yeah, Hellions are really scary. I mean, if you let like 2 or 3 by, they'll roast your entire drone line really quickly.
Yep. We do have 4 moving out right now. We are going to be picking off these Lings, and Leb does know what's coming. We are getting layer tech and that second gas, but we do have plenty of queens in production. We have a 3rd one on the way, so these queens should be able to wall off that ramp. Hopefully Leb will put 2 queens at the entrance there and just stop any entrance, and it looks like we're doing that. We're moving our queens over, so we should be able to hold this fairly easily. Now, this Diaspora is killing these creep tumors, stopping any creep expand, and doing a good attack, attacking Leb's queen there, but forced to fall back. right now, Leb's doing a perfect job here. He's still droning. He's just waiting for his lair. But wow, Diaspora is doing a great job attacking these queens. He could actually kill them if he's not or if Leb's not careful. And Diaspora is falling back. And our expansion is finished. We should be seeing a transfer soon. And we are swapping to Marauder heavy play. A good balance for this kind of play. If he doesn't go early mutos, you get the Hellions for the Lings and you get the Marauders for the Roaches. So but we do see Leb getting a Spire here. So with not much anti-air, if Leb keeps getting, or if Diaspora keeps getting these Marauders, Leb could be in a good position with these Mutalisk.
Yeah, next in position. I don't think he has he's right now, Diaspora. But yeah, this early timing attack is very powerful. Here it comes with the Hellions and Marauders. The Marauders are really good versus Spine Crawlers, and the Hellions destroy every single lane very quickly. You see Leb is just kind of holding back, wants to gather more forces before he goes in, and here he goes.
Now, Leb's going to need...
Trying to get this around with the Lings.
Yep, doing a good job there, but these Hellions are just roaching so fast, and these queens are getting focus fire down. Good transfusion there, keeping that one alive, but looks like we're going to be losing all our Marauders here. About to lose another queen, so we lost our first queen, and more Lings coming in to get this round on the Hellions, and Leb easily held that off, in my opinion. He did have to run his drones away, but he didn't really lose any drones, and all he lost was some Lings, which are expendable. They're not that expensive, and one queen, so he definitely did a good job there holding off that attack.
Yeah, they're even in the units lost column, and to zerg, that's always a good place to be. And you can lose a lot more than your punishing Lings.
Yes.
If you're very efficiently trading your army.
So we are getting a star report from Diaspora. His expansion is going, and we do have some Mutalisk in production for Leb. We do have a, poking and prodding with these Lings here. It's always good with Ling speed to just be constantly poking around the map, leaving a couple here and there so you can, much map control as possible. Being able to see any form of drop or, any sort of attack coming out gives Zerg the advantage here, because if Terran wants to win, he's going to have to do as much harassment as possible.
Right, and Diaspora is going bio right now. It's a pretty good transition. I would like to see some siege tanks there. I think Marine tank has really been proven to be a staple of TVs.
Hopefully we'll see the Baneling nest soon, because Banelings are awesome. But right now, we're going heavy Marine here for Diaspora. I mean, we do have the double reactor here, and it doesn't look like we're building any Marauders anymore. We're just, pumping out all these Marines. We do have lots of racks on the way, and we are getting those medevacs, so... looks like we're getting the tech lab down on the factory now, so we will be seeing what you just said, the siege tank Marine, which is the most standard build against TVZ. But right now, yeah, we do have a good force of Mutos coming here, and it was scanned, so we do know that the Mutos are coming to the Terran's base now, and he does have some turrets placed in key positions here, so this harassment might not be as strong as he would like it to be. But if you do have Mutos on the field, you need to be poking and prodding. There's a couple of spots he could do some damage, but I mean, really, his turret placements are, perfectly placed. We got one at the barracks to defend those. Probably could snipe that engineering bay, but right now, we need to see something coming from Leb to completely destroy this build. We do have a huge force of Mutalisk now, though, and they're coming in. A couple are going to be taking some damage from those turrets right there, but looks like we'll be able to snipe some reactors. Taking out a reactor is a huge hit to a Terran. He is sacrificing some Mutalisk to pick that off. He probably could have repositioned just a little bit better, but we do force the stim, which is huge, especially when we don't have the reactor with lots of medevacs pumping out.
The Terran can't move out while these Mutalisks are on the map. Your medevacs get picked off, so see now Leb is able to take his third in relative.
Yep. Doing a little bit poking and prodding here, picking off as many SCVs as you can. I mean, if you have Mutalisk on the field, like I said, you need to be harassing with them. You need to be flying around. You need to be trying to pick off drops. You need to be just pick off stray units and stuff and do as much damage as possible. But looks like we're having a pretty big force coming out from Diaspora right now. That is a lot of Marines. But we do have Banelings on the field now. I do not believe we have Baneling speed yet, though, which you really actually need against stem Marines. But if we... Yeah, if we stay on creep, though, but there's no creep here at this expansion, so this attack could do quite a bit amount of damage. We're stimming up, trying to pick off as many Marines as we possibly can. Hopefully Leb cancels this. No, he does cancel. Perfect cancel there, forcing the stim, and right now Leb's in a pretty good place. We need to be very careful, though, losing an Overlord here. We are now currently supply blocked, and we don't have very many Banelings here. So, if, Diaspora micros well, he could take this out, but it looks like he's falling back, and we do have a lot more Baneling's being morphed in right now, which is good.
Yeah, he wanted to pick off his third so he could take his own third, and he accomplished that, and he said, okay, I'm gonna back off. I don't want to lose my whole
Yep.
army right now.
But does look like, whoops, that would be my phone. Diaspora is trying to mount up for a drop. He needs to be very careful though. He's getting close to getting scouted by those lings here. And yep, they do see him. So that medevac is in a lot of potential danger right now from these Mutalisks. Good stim from Diaspora, but just barely missing the Mutalisk, and Leb's going to be flying back right now. Hopefully he starts going for this drop over here. He did see it with his lings, but maybe he was focusing too much on his Mutalisk. Doesn't look like it though. Looks like Leb's general direction is going for that medevac, and if he can pick that off, it'd be a huge thing for him. But doesn't look like it. He's just, you know, flying around his map. Baneling speed is finished now, so even if they do snipe that Baneling nest, it's going to be a lot of damage.
Oh, here come Banelings though at the natural. They're gonna kill a lot of SCVs.
Yep. Wow.
He loses almost all the SCVs. He's about 11 down. Or no, Purple's still actually in the lead.
It takes a sec to update. It's kind of laggy with the income tab.
Yeah.
But good Baneling attack there. That's why I always like to put an engineering bay there, or you see Protoss do double pylon just to stop any form of, you know, Baneling harassment there. Give you a couple seconds of extra time to move those SCVs away. And our third is now finished, and it looks like we're having a pretty big counterattack here. We do have the siege tanks. We do have a bunch of Marines here. Food count is 123 for Leb, 150 for Diaspora. So now Leb just doing a lot of damage to his Mutalisks there, just casually threw them in and lost all of them. I don't think that was a very smart play from him. That was very sloppy on his part. Just lost every one of his Mutalisks.
He was trying to tank for those Banelings, but there weren't enough Mutalisks, and he just kind of
Yep, and now we just have this huge force coming in from Diaspora, and we have 10 Banelings being morphed in, but I don't think, you know, that's going to be enough. We do have the SCV pull, and there's the GG from Leb. Any last minute recaps that you want to say for this game?
Mass
Yeah, yeah. Still a decent game though. Like to see Leb do a couple things differently there, but he did play well. Just Diaspora played slightly better. So good game, guys.